And we're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be carrying on the main story of Stormblood. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here at 2916 in Ruby Sea. And we're actually in an underwater base. So please refer to the previous episode to find out how we got here. So we need to talk to Soroban. So the quest is called of Kojin and Kami. So Soroban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, what strange ties bear you to our home? So that is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunshin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Oakley dokley. So, where do we go? Where do we go? So I guess we're going to learn underwater swimming as well. Maybe I can unlock spearfishing finally, but I'll do that in a separate episode if I can. And we'll see what the level 63 dungeon is like.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
Don't you have lip movement?
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
You talk and your lips don't move.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something.
She's like the most convincing person ever.
You have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red Brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the Divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Ever the diplomat. Cool. So let's talk to Soroban again. So, listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Guardians in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize a vessel bearing it to their Imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So, you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours? I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, you know, drowning. Fear not. There is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkei carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells. Lise can look for the coral. Mithrie, would you go and find an uki and relieve it of its carapace? Sorry if I've been butchering this pronunciation. Okay, so let's slay a thingy and get the carapace. So we need to go back to land. And let's see what happens. So it will be nice when we can finally swim under the sea. And we'll see what the next dungeon in the story is like. Or just the next dungeon generally. I believe there is a dungeon at level 63. And I have kind of been playing a lot of catch-up lately in these episodes. And it wouldn't surprise me if by the time this video is actually live on YouTube that it's very, very old. But then again, we were asked not to spoil the story. Alright. So you can use that sprout to get straight out of sight, which is good. Okay, let's get one of these. There it is. Okay, we're going to summon a chocobo just for the sake of helping us out. Why not? Okay, come on. Rip. Okay, cool. So we got the carapace. So now I need to take it back to Soroban. But in fact, because it's right there, I'm actually going to teleport to it to save time. Rather than running the whole way. Let's assume that Alice and Lise are doing their job as well. Okay, so next. We're about to get to the top. Okay, here's Soroban. Alright. So, well, have you an Unkai carapace? Yep. So it says, perhaps one day we will live in a world in which poor Unkei need not to be slaughtered for Kojin rituals. But today is not that day. Lol. So how splendid they are. The Kame shall be most pleased, I am sure. So I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall be more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you'll be able to move freely through the depths and find Yaza Kani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is the sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha 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 ha. Surely you realize that we have been searching this whole time? The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the sea bed near and within our territory, to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. The shellless of Sulno Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The rain have been here as long as I can remember. Shosei, the overseer, I believe, I can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. So let's get this. What level of these? 62. Let's ignore that for now. Let's get the materia. I'm just getting all the materia because why not? Any of the gear I can just craft it if I need it. Let's talk to Soroban. So next question. Soroban We Trust. Soroban is about to show you a shining, shimmering, splendid new world. Are you ready, my friends? To explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to the western part of the village where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Okay. Let's do it. Dun, dun, dun. I'm assuming these quests are for, what's it called? Aether Currents. Anyway, here's Alice. Let's talk to her. So, he dived into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned. Cool. Nice.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
Be funny if, like, the end of the scuba diving gear is just to give them... Sorry.
Yes.
The end of the ritual is to give them scuba diving gear, basically.
Words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
That makes sense.
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Okay. It's kind of over-the-top camera work.
Your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
Let's do this. I mean, given I'm wearing a level 63 paladin outfit, I wonder if I'll just sink. Noise. I saw that in the trailer. Never seen an MMO like this. That's why I say it's such a shame to miss out on cutscenes and so on.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Ooh. Not bad, not bad. Are they mounts we get to keep forever?
Wow, look at them. I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
Are they not worried about pressure?
And so they
Like
may.
crushing them?
After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Yeah, no pressure.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
Oakley dokley.
We'll find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Yeah. Oh, Mithrie, you don't have all day. Diving unlocked. Nice. So, owing to Soroban's blessing, you can now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamitsu and Suno Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Control Spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban in Tamamitsu to mount a striped ray. Wow. So now we know Control Spacebar is what we need. So swimming and diving. Let's quickly read this. So you and all your flying mounts have received the Kojin tribe's ancient blessing. You can now breathe underwater indefinitely. To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would like any flying mount. Defaults control space. If you are riding a flying mount, you can go from flying to diving by descending into the water at the proper angle. There are special emotes such as water flip that can only be used while underwater. These emotes are indicated by a unique icon. Okay, interesting. So let's go speak to Lise. Lise is all the way over there. So nice. Wow, this is cool. Can't help but notice that underwater kingdom. This is awesome. So we can finally like explore under the sea. Wow. Epic. How do I dismount? This one. So this must be Suno Sato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let's see if they can't help us to find the Kojin's missing jewel. Okay, let's complete. So you may now perform underwater emotes. Nice. So next, the quest is called Forever and Ever Apart. So Lise would not delay in beginning the search for the Yasakani no Magatama. So if this is Suno Sato, then Shuyosei, the overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Oh dear. Okay, so where do we go? Search for Shuyosei. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's mount up. Let's see if we can find Shuyosei. There's merchants, menders. There's Lise. We might have to go up. Shuyosei. Maybe we have to go up to the main temple or something. Okay, so there's nothing there, so let's climb up these stairs to the top. No, nothing there. I do find the concept of this really cool. Like, I've never seen anything like this in an MMO before. And funny enough, that's something they did say. Like, they will do things that you've never seen in an MMO before. I thought they were talking a bit too loudly, but apparently not. So will we find him? Where is he? Could literally be anywhere. I don't know if any of these buildings are actually unlocked in any way. No. I hope I don't have to spend a long time. Here he is. Found him. I said I hope I don't have to spend a long time finding him, and I found him straight away. Lol. So this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name is Lise, and these are my friends, Mithrie and Alice. We're looking for the overseer, Shuyosei, Shuyosei. That's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no overseer. Not ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shusu of the Violet Tides, Shuyosei. So you are the man we're looking for. Great. We need your help. We're looking for this jewel called Yasakani no... Stop. I will hear no more. So we will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those would-be treasure hunters. Chirp chirp. Quiet, Izobi, or there will be no dango for dinner. Ahem. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. So, Suno Sato is our sanctuary. Under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shusu, we reign, enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives. But it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past, the Ruby Princess in her wisdom decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me, I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Tsuno Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Cool. Alright, so let's talk to Alice. And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabana is not the only place with walls. I started to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Kosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. So let's complete. Complete. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Isari...
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
Scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
Oh, name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Yeah.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head.
Ooh.
Oh, poor Lord Kayan. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, How did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Oh. When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make her pay.
Yeah. Rip in pieces. Cool. Next. So, the next quest is called In Darkness the Magatama Dreams. At least say Sai's tell you all you need to know about her state of mind. So, we seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Mithrie? We could try taking Sushi around, talking around. We could ask the villagers if they know anything. Soroban sent us here, maybe we should ask him. We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. Maybe ask the villagers? Right. You are the ones who came from above, yes? We could, if we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Iham Nami, and this is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we should like very much to hear it. May I ask why? If you must, our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. It would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Oh, wow. Yep, we know Yugiri very well. Kami be praised, she lives? She lives. We're looking for her too, actually, but I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suno Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious of the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy. a proud son of Yanzia. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in, but my wife and I would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Guardians would one day come for us, and it was in search of strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the Zen Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe... Surely there is something we can do for these people. They gave her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasakani no Magatama you seek, I may yet be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the naked eye it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light it shimmers with divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths they are invaluable. Thank you much. So there is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have sprited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you much. So thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish that there were something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Cool. Right. So let's speak with Alice, and let's see what happens. So wow, they've unlocked a lot of new quests in this zone. So where's Alice? Oh wow, Alice is all the way over there. So maybe I actually have to unlock the swimming. Cool. So I can use my flying mounts underwater just like the normal ones. I don't have to use the one that Soroban gives us. Okay, here's Alice. So if this is a wreck if this wreck is the self-same vessel to which Soroban spoke, then if gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Mithrie. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. To find Yasakani no Magatama, you will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. Cool. Right. Let's do this. So where is the lamp? Is it my key items? There it is. Let's put that there. So, though you cannot say for certain, you think you glimpse a flickering light in the distance. Peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Nice. Well, that was convenient. Wow, so I happened to swim exactly to it. Lol. So here's Alice. So I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you, Mithrie? Yes, I have. So at least you think it's the Yasakani no Magatama, not that you know for certain what it would look like. This is it. The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Soroban described. Huh, it would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Cool, so that's complete. Right. So, maybe let's do one more quest for this episode. So the quest is called The Whims of the Divine. As ever, Alice is eager to keep moving. So much as I'd like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamizu at once. Hold on to it for now, Mithrie. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. Okay, so I need to go back. So let's teleport. And as we saw, there's a lot of quests in this place, so I'll have to come back to that in the future at some point. Cool. So we are unlocking more and more quests at least. So let's talk to him. So you are returned and with the Yasakani no Magatama, I trust. Okay, let's hand it over. So yes, there is no mistake. Well done, well done. So about the Red Kojin, you said that there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into their homes. Gladly will we aid your cause. Yeah. So all is ready, Soroban. Then give them what they require. So this is a ceremonial knife of some sort. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open. The treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would be their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service of the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign that they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have enough troops in Isari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy grounds, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is sacrilege we cannot condone. So if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright? Great, how do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of 3 of the most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel onto the others, and thereby make them whole, the Kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief making. Cool. Nod. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by the Red Brothers and deliver it to their treasure vault? More or less. The Yasakani no Magatama belongs to the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies west of Suno Sato, Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you and all other endeavors. Awesome. So let's talk to Elise. So, right then, I am not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight, the bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Wink. Okay, let's do complete. And that's it. So anyway, guys, I think that's a good time to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.